if four-wheel drive works. Maybe we can get it to hook in four-wheel drive on dirt. This video, we're going to upgrade, rebuild, and just kind of all around beef up the NV4500 that we've got in the 51 dually, because we snapped that main shaft doing four-wheel drive launches on dirt. That was, you know, a couple pounds of boost on the two-step, but snapped that main shaft clear off. So we're going to put a bigger main shaft in and do some upgrades. Excuse the mess here, I've got a lot going on, but so here's the old main shaft. There is the piece we broke off. Just kind of sheared it right off there. So this is the new main shaft. So what this is an NV4500 out of a gas V8 Dodge. And those transmissions got a smaller output. It was a 23 spline output. The diesel and V10 versions had this much larger 29 spline output. And you can see, I mean, there's a huge difference there on size. So we're going to upgrade to this 29 spline diesel main shaft, which should prevent that from snapping off again. But to do that, we got to change the whole main shaft, so pull all the gears, everything off the NV4500, which I've never done before, so this is going to be interesting. I have a service manual, so hopefully I don't screw it up too bad. So here's the old main shaft that was snapped off. Here's the new, fully assembled main shaft with the bigger output. And I'm going to be honest, about 95% confident this thing is together right. The pictures in the manual aren't the greatest, and my memory's terrible. But it seems okay, and there's no extra parts. NV4500 is all back together, shifter's on, but here's the real test to find out if it actually works. Put it in the gear, spin the input shaft, make sure it works. But I did notice when I was putting it back together, is it does have one chipped tooth on 5th gear. So, not too worried about it. This thing doesn't see a lot of power in 5th gear, it's only one gear. It's been like that for a while, it's probably been like that ever since I had it. So let's that is 1st gear. If we spin this, okay, that does something. All right, it shifts. Who knows whether it'll shift at speed, but we'll see. All right. Gotta slap the tail shaft cover back on, clean up the input, and see what we've... It's not too bad. So I think this might have been where that throw-up bearing was hanging up, maybe causing my no clutch issue. But that's pretty clean. I still need to go under, pull the bell housing, see what that looks like. But I'll clean this up, put this back on, pull the bell housing, and we'll see what that looks like. Got the throw-up bearing out, and I think I figured out my problem. This moves pretty freely, no issues there. Feels good, but if I come out, it jams up. Like, it won't move at all. You gotta center it up. I don't know if you can see inside of there. There's like a little lip between the two machine surfaces. What I think is happening, for some reason, I don't know why, is that it's over traveling, catching that lip, and locking up, and then when it finally squares up, it works. Now that I've got the trans back in the truck, it's time to turn my attention to this NP241D. And what I need to do is swap this input shaft, because this is the little 23 spline input, and swap it out for this much larger 29 spline. So, gotta basically tear the whole thing down to do it. Transfer case, all blown apart. Pretty easy once you've done one, and they're way easier than transmission. This is the front input. Just pull that guy out. This one to drop in there. And boom. See, that one is much larger inside than that one. So, easy enough. Now I just got to put it all back together. That was pretty straightforward. Tore it all down, pop the input shaft out, new input shaft in. Had to put a new bearing in to fit this because it's a different depth. But all worked out. Pretty straightforward, pretty easy swap. So I'm going to throw it back in there now and start buttoning the truck back up because I would like to drive this thing pretty soon. So, and it's back together. New cam, bigger injectors, rebuilt transmission with a new third gear synchro and upgraded main shaft, had the transfer case apart. So the engine, the transmission, and the transfer case have all been totally blown apart since we last drove it. So there is zero that could go wrong, but we're gonna go take it for a test drive. Of course, it's like wet and raining, so this ought to be fun. Extra power, a dually, and rain. It's just a recipe for success. But let's go see how this thing does. Third gear.
Nice.
Test number 1 is down. Third gear. The third gear synchro works. That's good. I'm gonna like get readjusted for this thing.
Gotta remember how loose you gotta hold it.
Yeah, you gotta learn to sway.
Yeah. Clean windshield didn't last long.
Yeah. You know, there's nothing on the radar, but it is definitely raining a lot.
Seems about right.
It does seem about right. But I am impatient. I just want to run it.
I know. It's been so long.
I know. I don't want to wait. It is very wet out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't take
Not
much.
even time for traction.
Yeah. That
Feel
was,
like
that was not very much throttle. It just, that was 11 pounds.
Jesus.
Like, I held it at like maybe, I don't know, 40%, rolled to like 60 and it just lit.
Yeah, it seemed like it lit quick.
I figured the cam was gonna help. It's just
Yeah.
getting more air in, more air out. It should make the turbo light faster. It makes 15 pounds not on the floor.
That's crazy.
That was 15 and a half pounds at like 3/4 throttle.
Wow.
Yeah, that was not wide open.
Yeah, it didn't feel like it was.
No, because I was just
It was
watching.
just pulling.
I was watching the air fuel and the boost to make sure it wasn't leaning out, but it seemed like it had the air fuel was under control, so like, all right, like I'll just stay in it.
This thing is gonna be insane.
It's going to be. It doesn't lay over. It
No,
does
it
not
doesn't.
lay over like it used to.
Not at all. That's a little sketchy.
Well, sketchy. I think I need to turn the rev limiter up too. 'Cause we flipped the rev limiter there and it was not done.
Yeah.
It was still going. But yeah. Okay.
It's so sketchy.
Okay, 14 pounds in fourth gear is a metric ton.
Yeah.
Never built that much boost in fourth gear before. hit third gear and the clutch didn't stick. Like,
Yeah.
holy crap. What the hell have we built?
I don't know. I can't wait to play with it more.
That's a little terrifying. Like, I didn't realize exactly how bad it was spinning on the street in two-wheel drive until it just
You
dead hooked
didn't?
there on dirt. I knew it was spinning. I didn't know it was gonna just, I mean, just dead hook like that. This thing is not right. This thing is not right.
But that's what makes it so good. Your eyes were huge.
Yeah, I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that. The way this thing just hooked, like, I knew it was gonna hook. Like, I wasn't expecting it to spin all six.
Yeah.
But I was not expecting it to just go. Like, this thing has never pulled that hard.
No, it has
Like,
not.
that wasn't even, that was, I don't know how to describe that, but like what that felt like.
Yeah, it was just crazy.
Like, and it just, the 2-3 shift, it never fell off. Like,
No, not
it
at
just,
all.
you know, you get that moment, like that instantaneous
Yeah.
forward, and then the clutch comes out, and it's just right back in boost and just pulling.
Yeah, I felt into the seat pretty harder than ever before.
Dude, I'm curious what it's making now, because this is not right. Like, this is just stupid. Wasn't quite in four-wheel drive.
Oh my god.
That was four-wheel drive.
That about cracked my back, like it threw me back in the seat so hard.
It's so smooth.
It really is.
Like, it doesn't torque steer, it doesn't pull, it just goes. Like, it just flat out goes.
It's crazy. Hell yeah. Hey, look at that.
Yeah. My heart is racing. This thing is crazy.
A little crazy for pavement right now.
Yeah, wet pavement is not this thing's friend. That surprised me. That really surprised me. This thing is like that. I don't even know how to describe how much different that is.
It's just like instant.
Yeah, and it just dead hooks.
Yeah.
Like, we built a monster. It's gonna take some time for me to really settle into this thing now.
I feel like it's a whole different animal now. Crazy. It pulls so hard.
It's so effortless.
Yeah.
Like, that was just a fourth gear pull, like, yeah, whatever. And it just starts at 10 pounds might be time to put it away until the roads are dry.
Yeah, hopefully they dry out sometime soon.
But I think this does qualify for some celebratory donuts.
You think so?
I think so. Well, I think that's going to wrap this video up. It's raining again, and it's going to be raining for now until forever, I guess. So you'll have to come back if you want to see what this thing will do on dry pavement. I think it's going to be pretty crazy, and we might take it to the drag strip. We've got a local drag strip, and I think it now has enough RPM. We could actually run a 1/4 mile, and it's not too shaky, so that might be coming soon. I don't want to break it, but also I really want to see how fast it is, but I think it's time for some celebratory donuts.